Hey guys, AO Catalyst After Dark here. I'm going to be talking about a continued talk about this Catalyst versus Aaron Carter, which I don't really think is a thing. Even Rocket's title here says Aaron Carter versus Catalyst is getting blown out of proportion. I feel the same way. But, of course, we got to entertain the masses. So let's see what Rocky has to say. Go follow him at the RR show. And I usually like his opinions because I feel like they're non-biased like me in a different way, though.
There's a certain paranoia that Aaron Carter has that, in my opinion, is more than warranted. So when Aaron Carter calls out AO, whatever, he calls out everybody. He says he's going to sue everybody, blah, blah, blah. The whole purpose, I guess, I'm making this video is because when I heard AO's response, you could just tell it in his voice. He sounded worried. You know what I'm saying? So let me start by saying this is just me.
I was a little worried. I mean, not necessarily for my channel. I'm just worried because I don't like people to dislike me. I'm sorry if that's a problem for some people, but who wants to be hated, right? And obviously, I have tougher skin than people probably give me credit for, because if I didn't, my channel would be destroyed and I would be starting beefs to everyone because there's a lot of people who hate me. But yeah, don't react on it.
I can't speak for anybody. I'm not in cahoots with anybody. I'm just gonna tell you my honest opinion, how I feel on everything.
And also, I didn't want to make that response either. I was even telling some people, I was like, I'm not going to say anything. But I got too many questions about it. I'm like, oh, God, now I have to make this video. So it was more of me being, against my will type of thing.
When you start your channel, well, when I started my channel, I guess you could say, I was under an apprenticeship with two larger channels, substantially larger channels. I did the footwork for them, the groundwork, whatever you want to say. Chased leads, gathered information, sometimes put together videos, made sure that when they went, some of them went live, would do lives, or some of them would just do videos, that there was some kind of a format that they had. Now, one thing that I was told, and that I did, and I'm glad I did, was I got a lawyer. So when you have a lawyer, and without going into too much details on that, when you have questions that come up and you need help, now keep in mind, it's not cheap. If you need questions answered, big questions answered, and as long as it's maybe once a week, twice a month, something along those lines, trust me when I say, for your own peace of mind, it will save you a lot of money, but at the same time, it will give you that peace of mind that, wait a minute, what these people are saying aren't true. A lot of people are posturing. Now, in defense of Aaron, people think that because he says, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you all the time, not to take him seriously. I'm sorry, but just look at the circumstances. This guy his revenue source.
His revenue source is up. He does have money to sue people. It wouldn't be worth it to sue a YouTube channel though, unless the channel was absolutely huge. There would be no reason for him to sue though, because he wouldn't get anything out of it, unless it's just for the pure fact of getting it taken down. But as I said in the other video, that would be if Aaron's trying to get his name out there. There was even people in my comment section saying that, hey, I'd never seen or I forgot about Aaron and I found him through your channel. And obviously it might not be the exact reasons why Aaron wants it for music and stuff like that, but it will draw people to it. And again, as being a musician myself, I'm interested in what Aaron's going to do musically.
Is there. And if you look at the history of what's happened, I can just look at the history and I can see, since I've started, coincidentally, all these channels, or not channels, anonymous Twitter accounts, stop covering Aaron all at the same time? You know, is it a coincidence? Literally within a week of each other, new channels have popped up, or new anonymous accounts have popped up, but they're definitely not the same, and they're watching what they're saying. There's not a lot of this, they're not adding to the story. They're not twisting the facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more, it's clearly evident, in my opinion, that somebody got hit with a lawsuit, somebody got served papers, somebody got served cease and desist, and there is some type of litigation, in my opinion, or court date or something pending.
Right, I have heard that, but I also think they got served that because of what they were talking about too. Like, that's why I have said from the beginning I don't cover the Twitter. Well, I used to call it the Twitter drama, but the kind of the truther stuff. Before the truthers really had the truther tag, I used to call it Twitter drama, and I never covered it because I'm like, this is too sticky. Like, I don't want to go in that direction.
Or, you know, that's just my opinion. Now, for him to tell that to Ao, I don't. Here's the thing, and this is obviously I don't think I'm going to win over a lot of fans by saying this, but I just got to keep it real. I honestly believe that Aaron Carter is still being harassed. It's being done behind the scenes, whether it's through they're calling Victoria or they're calling his phone. He said that cops kicked down his door. Now, I don't know if that actually happened, but you know, there's been how many times has Aaron Carter said something and we don't believe him and it turns out to be true. I still think he's being harassed. I still think that I recognize the name of I still recognize the voice of the person that was making death threats. And according to him, all of that hasn't changed. I'm not gonna, to me, I don't want to beat a dead horse, and I'm really not trying to stir up shit. But he's mentioned the names. I've mentioned the names. The only person who hasn't mentioned the names is Ao, and there's a clear connection between.
Wait, said the names about the death, the phone call. No, I'm pretty sure I only have 2 videos on that. I'm pretty sure in that first one I said it was either Melanie, Jenna Shea, or Steffi Tunch. I can't even remember. That was like, what was that, like a month ago? Here, let me finish what he has to say.
Between those people and Melanie Martin. Now, Eric Carter is crazy, but he's not stupid. And I think that that's the biggest mistake people make. They think Eric Carter is an idiot. He's not. He's crazy, but he's not like, you know, and when he's using, he's reckless. But to say that he's just stupid or he's like a low IQ or, you know, you can get one over. He's weakened, in my opinion, yeah, he's at a weakened state. He's at a disadvantage. But that has to do, or you take that factor in, combined it with gold diggers, with almost all of his haters started off as fans. Almost all of them probably are mentally ill. We know some of them, like the arrest records and the fucking rehab stints and fucking been evicted. Just, you know, you've seen all these people that go bankrupt, and they're clearly, you know, you got people screaming at the top of their lungs on video camera, psychos, and these are the people, and collectively that takes a toll on somebody, especially when he doesn't know specifically who's doing it. So for him to lash out at Ao, do I say it's right? No. Do I say that Ao is secretly conspiring with any of these women? No. I could probably say...
Definitely not. Conspiring is one thing. Like, having contact is another. But a lot of people contact me. And it's not always public either. So, you know, it's... Who happens to be seen with me publicly is also not you should be scared about who I'm not bringing out publicly, right? If I really thought something was going to be too crazy or hot, I wouldn't bring it public or anything. So
I could say, not probably, I can say that AO has absolutely nothing to do with him being harassed. Now, I don't have any information to indicate that. That's just what I feel, my opinion, based.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't. Again, that's not my type of entertainment. That's not my type of humor, is to mess with somebody. Like, it's really not. Like, I'm a musician. I want to make fucking music. Like, I said that in my other video. I'm like, that's what I do for real. Like, the Carter stuff is side stuff. That's just, and obviously I'm not going to just keep plugging my music or something, but like, I'm interested in what Aaron's going to do musically. I followed him for his music production streams. Obviously, now I have to talk about all the drama, and yeah, that's interesting too. It's entertaining, but it's not a singularity here.
On the short time that I've known her. However, Melanie Martin, in my opinion, is in contact and has some type of underlying relationship with those people that he's named, I've named, and I and Aaron have not had. First of all, there people think that there's some type of connection between Aaron and there isn't. And so
I believe I've named Melanie. I don't know if I could. Here, I hope I don't get this wrong because I don't want to edit my own video. But where the death threat? That was a while ago. I always hold the perspective of whatever Aaron says. So like if Aaron says X, Y, and Z, that's what my title is. That's the narrative I try to follow. Obviously, I may have some backlash or something against it. Where are those phone calls? Here, let me just type in Jenna. Not what I wanted. Yeah, but I mean, Aaron said it was Jenna Shea. So if people are saying that I haven't. Hey guys, it's Ale from Catalyst here. So Jenna Shea has her name getting thrown all over the place when it comes to these Victoria phone call that happened yesterday that Aaron was posting up. Just put out a video this morning about it, and so did Rocky and a few others. I don't know exactly where the whole it's Jenna Shea thing came from. That's just what I was told. Okay, that's not it. I did too. We're on a detour, boys, to find. But you guys see how it might be hard for me to remember every piece of information. Look how much stuff is here. Like, look how much stuff I've had to make.
Screaming. You don't need to yell. I'm right here. Okay.
What's up, you guys? This is Ale from Catalyst here. Victoria seems to have gotten a death threat. This message on her Instagram saying, due to some disturbing phone calls, I will be changing my number mañana. If you know me, DM me for the new one. Ladies, calm down. Death threats aren't nice. She removed the voice memo. Maybe someone else will have it. I wasn't able to capture it as I was busy at the time, but it's someone said allegedly it was Jenna Shea. Some people are saying it's Melanie. Some people are saying it's other. But it's like, there we go. I said it. I know I said it. Oh my god. Like what? I mentioned Melanie, like, but I never continue to make videos about it though, so I don't know.
His suspicions and my suspicions were both at the same time. I didn't say, oh, these are the list of people, and then he saw them and then he read their name. No, it was at the same time. I kind of looked into some of them, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. That's how I feel. If I felt that maybe he was being paranoid or it didn't make sense, I would say it, and I'm sorry, but it does. And so as far as what's going to happen between AO and Aaron, obviously I think this is getting blown out of proportion. But it serves as an example to when somebody's clearly saying, "Hey, I'm not." It's almost like a cease and desist. In other words, is it? That's between AO and Aaron. I'll just end with this. Nobody should tell anybody unless they're asking for advice how to run their own channel. Maybe if you're friends with them, that's different. You might, give them a little bit of advice here and there. So I'm in no way telling AO how to run his channel. All I can say is that with my channel, I am completely aware of everything that I'm involved in. That's kind of the dynamics of the Carterverse. Even the tiny players, I try to keep. I'm not saying I'm the best and I'm the smartest and all that. I do a lot of. I do a lot to keep myself informed and keep myself updated. So I think that whatever's going on between these two, if AO may have been a little bit more, if AO would have been a bit more attentive and paid a bit more attention to everything that's going on in
the thing is, like, if Aaron's gonna get upset that, like, I'm talking to Melanie, which it's not even really that. The only reason why I'm in contact really with Melanie is because I'm friends with Sandra. Like, obviously, like, maybe we would have had contact before, but if I'm helping Sandra do her thing, which has nothing to do with the Carterverse anyways, eventually I'm gonna run into Melanie. Like, I can't control that. And, if they want to do music or something, like, I mean, that's fun. That's what I love. That's what I want to do. I want to help people do music. So, of course, I'm going to take that opportunity, whether or not someone likes it or not, because that's my passion. And that's going to come above the Carterverse. And that, for anyone's passion, that should come above the Carterverse. Like, I would not stop doing what I love for a YouTube channel that is not even, like, it's about someone else. Like, I do it for fun. I do it because people like my commentary. They like my voice. Some people can't even watch Instagram lives, so they only get it through my channel. Like, that's, there's other reasons why I do this channel, and it doesn't mean that I care about it any less. It's just, it is what it is.
Carterverse, and I don't think that this is where it's at. Keep in mind, I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but at the same time, you shouldn't always rule out all possibilities. And in AO's defense, you're dealing with a genre, a type of a channel to where there are a lot of toxic people in it. There are a lot of, and they just, you know what I'm saying? It's a drama channel. You're talking about, it has to do with a boy band, and you have these stalkers, and, so there's a lot of people that talk smack about you behind your back, and then they're on your channel in your comment section, well-wishing, and imagine if you run a chat and the Discord and all that. I had a Discord, but once I switched to from politics to this, I knew right away that there's just no, I was asking for trouble. But anyways, everybody have a good Monday. I have a feeling this is all going to get sorted out. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I don't think it's serious either. Like, I really don't. That's why I didn't want to make a comment on it. Everyone else, I guess, is checking Aaron's follower list and being like, oh, did you see he unfollows you? Like, if people didn't think that I expected that maybe at some point to happen, they'd be cutting me short. And I think a lot of people do cut me short because I don't speak out, like, not like I should, but I don't speak out like people want me to. And again, that's what has kept me safe for the most part. That's what's kept me out of all the side drama, what's kept me out of all this, like, minuscule stuff. Like, I don't want to be part of none of that stuff. Catalyst started with me, Triple, and adding the Discord. Like, those are my homies. And my personal friends, for example, like, it's a different relationship to, I don't want to have to appeal to anybody. I want to appeal to what I feel is good. And if people want to like what I appeal with, then they can. And obviously, you know, Rocky was even saying, you know, people will talk trash behind my back. I know, because people tell me. I have shooters on every blog. Not because I want to, but because they people like me. And believe me, I know who says opposite things about me, or like if I go to a different comment section, I see the same people saying different things about me, and I'm not gonna hold it against them. But at the same time, it's like, if people didn't like Catalyst so much, why do they watch it? Why do they like it? So yeah, that's confusing to me. That's why I've never said anything about watching Aaron, because Aaron's fun to watch. That's why we watch it. Like, I don't know how people don't get that. So yeah, I think it's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna be doing a reading the comments video from my last video on Catalyst After Dark. So make sure you go to Catalyst After Dark. I'm gonna be reading out some of those comments. This is AO from Catalyst. Out.